Back up, Harry.
Like all the.
Section 2, pursuant to Article 11 of the real property tax law, St. Louis County Board of Education hereby this fee shall be used to cover costs of but installment payment shall have a payment term 24 months, with payment due every 3 months. The tax enforcement officer shall add $2 to all delinquent tax bills to cover the cost of notifying the taxpayer of this right. All installment agreements shall be entered into on or before September 30th. Taxes become levy. The tax enforcement officer shall collect 25% of the tax due at the time the taxpayer signs the installment payment agreement. The remaining 7 installments are payable every quarter, with the first one due on December 1st, following the installment agreement. Section 5, the tax enforcement officer with the county treasurer is hereby authorized to accept the deed in lieu of enforcement of collection of delinquent taxes under Article. Section 6, all property acquired by the county pursuant to Article 11 shall be sold in one of the following manners. A, at public auction held on the second Saturday in September. B, at a properly advertised private sale subject to approval by the St. Lawrence County Board of Legislators. Or C, at such date when not more. Fee, buyer's premium, advertising fee, recording fee. Section 9, at a public auction, the highest bidder must tender 20% of the bid or $50 deposit, whichever is greater. In addition, the highest bidder is responsible for any buyer's premium, auctioneer fee, and possible advertising fee payable by certified check, money order, cash, or credit card. The balance is due within 30 days, also payable by certified check, money order, or cash. Confirmation of the sale by St. Lawrence County Board of Legislators is unnecessary for Article 11 properties sold at public auction. The county must sell to the highest bidder unless the highest bidder defaults. On default of the highest bidder, the deposit will be forfeited, and the county reserves the right to accept the bid of the second highest bidder. Section 10, the former owner or any person who may be acting as an agent of the former owner, whether disclosed or undisclosed, is strictly prohibited from bidding at the auction. Section 11, any bidder who owns property in St. Lawrence County and is delinquent in taxes shall be prohibited from bidding at the auction. The term delinquent is defined as prior year tax delinquency. No other person who may be acting as an agent of this bidder shall be allowed to bid at the auction. Section 12, For properties with actual and suspected environmental contamination, applications may be made to the court in an effort to gain temporary instant limitation. Granting St. Lawrence County the legal authority to enter such property and conduct an environmental investigation to determine the nature and extent of any environmental contamination which may exist at the property for addressing such contamination. Section 13. After St. Lawrence County negotiated with the actual and suspected environmental contamination being investigated, cleanup will be charged to the assessed owner and included on the tax assessment roll. Section 14. This local law shall take effect.
Thank you, Kelly. If anyone wishes to make a comment, any citizen wanting to address the board is asked to stand at the microphone during the time that they address the board. The address will be limited to a time of 5 minutes. And please state your name before beginning your address. Is there anyone that wishes to make a comment? No comments? Oh.
I'd like to amend one word in section 3. I'm sorry.
You have to do that at the board.
I have to do that when?
At the board meeting?
Okay. Gotcha.
Regardless of that. Yay vote. It's going to be a 5. I can call the board hearing to order.
This is hereby given. Yeah. Both local law C. I think. Yeah. Section. So much. Met the option for the school board, town board, and city council installment payments to town and county levies, January city and county tax levies, and September school tax levies. This local law is being adopted pursuant to Title 4A. Authorizes counties, towns, city, and school districts other than city school districts to establish a coordinated system for the function of county, town, city. Section 3. On the enactment city and school district, county may decide by majority vote of the town board, city council, and board of education. Permit the installment payment. Permit the installment payment. Payers of local town, city. Taxes on the same system. Local tax collectors must use the county's computer billing. Town, city, and school district, which has decided to permit installment payment taxes, Each taxpayer may pay the taxes in full, avoiding the associated charges, or elect to pay tax installments. This is accomplished simply by paying first. Charge on installment payments. The cost associated with the delayed receipt of the payment are absorbed, which is the next section of this local law, unless the payment is not made on time, in which case the standard rate of interest applies. January county, city tax bills. The first installment is due on or before January 31st. Failure to make this payment on time disqualifies taxpayers from installment payment system. The amount to be paid on first installment must be at least 1/3 of the January tax bill plus service charge. The second installment is due on or before March 31st. The amount to be paid on the second installment must be at least 1/3 of the January tax bill plus service charge. The third and final installment is due on or before May 31st. September school tax bills. The first installment is due on or before September 30th. Failure to make this payment on time disqualifies the taxpayer from installment payment system. The amount must be paid on the first installment must be at least 1/3 of the September tax bill plus service charge. The second installment is due on or before October 31st. The amount to be paid on the second installment must be at least 1/3 of the September tax bill plus service charge. The third and final installment is due on or before November 30th. Section 4, service charge. The service charge of 2% is to be paid by taxpayers electing to pay their January tax bill in installments. The service charge of 1% is to be paid by those taxpayers elected to pay their September school tax bill in installments. This service charge is to be revenue, and it is to be used to pay all costs associated with the development, implementation, and administration of installment payment current year taxes. Section 5, general power of the county treasurer. In addition to the powers granted to the county treasurer in the local law, he or she is hereby authorized and empowered to A, make, adopt, and amend rules and regulations appropriate to the carrying out of this local law and the purpose thereof. B, annually review the service charge fees and make any necessary increase or decrease in the fees to cover all costs associated with installment payment taxes. C, delegate his or her functions hereunder to the deputy county treasurer or any employee to employees of the office of the county treasurer. Section 6, effective date. This local law shall take effect immediately upon its adoption. School districts which decide to permit installment payment of current year school taxes must so notify the county treasurer by a copy of the official Board of Education resolution on or before August 1st, preceding the September school tax levy. The decision to permit installment payments of current year school taxes will remain in force until revoked by a Board of Education resolution, a copy of which must be given to the county treasurer on or before August 1st, preceding the September school tax levy. Town boards and city boards which decided to permit installment payments of current year town, county, or city county taxes by copy of the official town board resolution on or before October 1st, preceding the January town county tax levy. The decision to permit installment payments of current year town and county taxes will remain in force until revoked by a town board resolution, a copy of which must be given to the county treasurer on or before October 1st, preceding the January town, county, or city county tax levy.
Okay. Is there anyone wishing to address this board? Any citizen wanting to address the board is asked to stand at the microphone until the time that you address the board. The address will be limited time of 5 minutes. Please state your name before beginning your address. Anyone to address the board? No one to address the board. This meeting is closed.
Get enacted by the Board of Legislators that pursuant to chapter 97-2011 of the laws of the state of New York, section 3C of the general municipal law overriding tax levy limit for fiscal year 2024, that in section 1. This local law shall be entitled tax cap override for fiscal year 2024, overriding tax levy limit for 2024. Section 2, authorization. For fiscal year 2024, the county of St. Lawrence shall override the real property tax levy limit, which by chapter 97, 2011, the state of New York, it may adopt a budget requiring a tax levy that is greater than such tax levy limit. Section 3, vote requirement. This local law is adopted pursuant to subdivision 5 of general municipal law, section 3C, which expressly authorizes the county board of legislators to override the tax levy limit by the adoption of a local law approved by a vote of 60% of the board. Section 4, purpose. The purpose of this local law is to permit the override of the limit on the amount of property taxes that may be levied by the county of St. Lawrence, and to allow the county to adopt a county budget for the fiscal year 2024 that requires a real property tax levy in excess of the tax levy limit as defined by general municipal law, section 3C. Section 5, definition. Tax cap override for fiscal year 2024. The Board of Legislators, County of St. Lawrence is hereby authorized to adopt a budget for fiscal year 2024 that requires a real property tax levy in excess of the amount otherwise prescribed in general municipal law, section 3C. Section 6, supersession. Pursuant to the powers granted by the municipal home rule, this local law supersedes all provisions of any other laws in the county of St. Lawrence, insofar as such statutes are inconsistent with this local law, and any other laws and regulations of the county of St. Lawrence are superseded to the extent necessary to give this local law full force and effect. All other provisions shall remain the same. Section 7, severability. Each separate provision of this local law shall be deemed independent of all other provisions therein. And if any provision shall be deemed or declared invalid, all other provisions hereof shall remain valid and enforceable. Section 8, effective date. This local law shall take effect immediately on filing with the Office of the Secretary of State in accordance with Municipal Home Rule, section 27.
Thank you, Kelly. Is there anyone who wishes to comment on this proposed local law? Any citizen wanting to address the board is asked to stand at the microphone during the time that we address the board. The address will be limited to a time of 5 minutes. Please state your name before beginning your address. Unless you're shocked. Seeing no citizen participation, close. I'd like to call the December 4th public hearing to order. Please, Kelly.
This is hereby given by the chair of the Board of Legislators, the chair and members of the Board of Legislators. House located at 48 First Street, Canterbury, 5:55 on Monday, December 4th, 2023, for the purpose of conducting a public hearing regarding the adoption of the budget followed by further notice is hereby given that copies of the tentative budget secured of any interested person during. Pursuant to section 359 of county law, maximum salaries that be payable during said fiscal year to members of said board of legislators, chair thereof respectively, are hereby specified as follows. Members of the board of legislators, $12,000. Vice chair of the board of legislators, $14,000. Chair of the board of legislators, $17,000. 2024 budget summary, Exhibit A. General government support, 66,004,404. Education, 906,500. Public safety, 21,026,545. Health, 20,209,742. Transportation, 30,205,666. Economic assistance opportunity, 82,211,990. Culture and recreation, 540,915. Home and community services, 8,557,646. Employee benefits, 43,132,371. Debt service, 2,499,368. Interfund transfers, 21,157,710. Total appropriations, 211,452,857.
Thank you, Kelly. If anyone would like to comment, any citizen wanting to address the board is asked to stand at the microphone during the time to address the board. The address will be limited to a time of 5 minutes. Please state your name before beginning your address. Would anyone like to make a comment? Seeing no comment, I call this meeting closed. This number is 2023. And that will call. Here.
Forsythe,
Here.
Here.
Sheridan,
Here.
Yes.
Denisha,
Here. Here.
Paul.
Here.
Fay,
Here.
Haggard,
Here.
Webster,
Here.
Burke,
Here.
Jeanette,
Present.
Herman, here, Curran. Here. 15 present.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Denisha, lead us in prayer, and followed by the.
Sure. That's everyone's out their head, please. Dear Heavenly Father, We thank you for the bounty you have bestowed upon us. Father, we thank you for allowing us yet again to gather here in your sight. We gratefully acknowledge the contributions of those who are no longer with us, but who will remain with us forever in memory and spirit, and to celebrate the accomplishments of this year and to enjoy the spirit of fellowship with one another. Father, may we also acknowledge that fateful day 82 years ago, December 7th, at Pearl Harbor, that took so many American lives and cast us into the most horrific conflict our world has ever seen. Father, we ask that you bestow your countenance upon our beloved country and fill us with resolve, while sheltering the inhabitants of our great land from the anguish, peril, and gloom that accompanies the current pestilence that has gripped our country and the world. May our faith in you and one another grow beyond our doubts, and may you bring us together in unity of purpose. All these things we ask in the name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, through whom all things are possible. Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we start, former legislator Don Smith of Louisville, Pennsylvania. Mr. Smith was first elected county legislator to represent District 2, the Louisville and Waddington districts, on January 1st, 1975. He served through December 31st, 1998. He was elected once again in 2000, serving through 2001. He had a long run of county politics and retired after many years of service. A mass of Christian burial will be held on December 9th at 10 a.m. at St. Mark's Church in Louisville. The Board of Legislators will memorialize Legislator Smith at the next memorial service to be held December of 2020. And Mr. Jeanette, you have an account.
Thanks, Chair. Also, Hanukkah begins this week at nightfall on December 7th and ends December 15th. This is an eighth Jewish festival and reaffirms the ideals of Judaism. Commemorates the particular rededication of the Second Temple of Jerusalem by the lighting of the candles each day of the festival.
Thank you very much. Can I get a motion for the approval of tonight's agenda by Mr. Jeanette and Ms. Kern? Mr. Fay, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Can I get an approval of the minutes of November 6th by Ms. Curran and Mr. Jeanette? Any discussion? No discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Communications, Kelly.
Thank you card was received from Jason Schopenhauer for the flowers. Motion was received from Essex County Board of Supervisors supporting Senate Bill S7645 that repeals certain provisions of the executive law establishing a fee for background checks on certain firearms and ammunition purchases. An email was received from Rachel Raven of Governor who has concerns with CPS and the judicial process, has filed a formal complaint to the New York State Commission of Judicial Conduct regarding a judge.
Thank you, Kelly. We'll move on to citizen participation. Any citizen wanting to address the board is asked to stand at the microphone and state their names before beginning the talk. The citizen participation will be in the form of an oral address directed to the members of the board. Although legislators or staff will not have the opportunity to answer questions or respond to talk at this time. This part of the agenda is not a time for audio, visual, PowerPoint presentations, or performances. And this address will be limited to 5 minutes. Does anyone wish to address the board? No one? We will move on to presentations of resolutions and Ms. Byrne.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I offer a resolution authorizing the chair to sign a contract with Passio Technologies for an electronic passenger counting system.
And is there a second? Second by Mr. Jeanette and Mr. Reagan. Any discussion on the resolution? With no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. Ms. Curran.
I offer a resolution authorizing the chair to sign a contract with Roscoe International Inc. for solar powered bus shelter.
And is there a second? Second by Mr. Jeanette. Mr. Ray, any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Ms. Curran,
I have a resolution that I would be offering modifying the 2023 budget for the planning office for public transportation services for St. Louis County.
and is there a second? Second by Mr. Reagan and Mr. Jeanette. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, this is a roll call. vote.
Paul.
Aye.
Fay. Hager,
yes,
Webster.
Aye.
Burke,
Yes.
Jeanette,
Aye.
Terminelli. Yes. Kern,
Aye.
Reagan,
Aye.
Forsythe,
Yes.
Lightfoot,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Smithers,
Yes.
Denisha,
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
15 yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. Ms. Curran,
Thank you. I have a resolution modifying the 2023 budget for the planning office for additional funding for public transportation services for St. Louis County.
and is there a second? Second by Mr. Sheridan and Mr. Jeanette. Any discussion on the resolution? No discussion, this is a roll call vote also.
Fay,
Yes.
Hager,
yes,
Webster,
Yes.
Burke,
Yes.
Jeanette,
Aye.
Terminelli. Yes. Kern,
Aye.
Reagan,
Aye.
Forsythe,
Yes.
Lightfoot.
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Smithers,
Yes.
Denisha.
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
15 yes.
Ms. Curran,
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have a resolution modifying the 2023 budget for forestry for an increase in funds awarded to the snowmobile trail grant.
and do I have a second? By Mr. Jeanette. Any discussion? No discussion? Mr. West, roll call.
Hager,
yes,
Webster,
Yes.
Burke,
Yes.
Jeanette,
Aye.
Terminelli. Yes. Kern,
Aye.
Reagan,
Aye.
Forsythe,
Yes.
Lightfoot,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Smithers,
Yes.
Denisha,
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
Paul,
Aye.
Fay,
Yes.
15 yes.
Motion carried. Ms. Curran,
Thank you. I offer this resolution authorizing the chair to sign the 2023-2024 Criminal Justice Discovery Reform Grant with New York State Department of Criminal Justice Services for the District Attorney's Office.
and do I have a second? Second by Mr. Sheridan. Mr. Jeanette. And Ms. Webster. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all in favor of the resolution?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Ms. Curran,
Thank you. I have a resolution authorizing the creation of a solar eclipse planning and emergency management ad hoc committee.
is there a second? Second by Mr. Denisha and Mr. Jeanette. Any discussion? Ms. Curran,
Part of the reason behind this is how widely the state of New York is advertising this. Last month, when I was coming back from Syracuse, I stopped at the rest stop and they have big posters up saying, you are now standing where the full eclipse will happen at this time on this date. So we're going to have a lot of people. We're going to need a plan.
any other comment? Any more? All in favor?
I
Opposed? Motion carried. Ms. Curran,
thank you. I have a resolution modifying the 2023 budget for the assigned council program.
and do we have a second? Second by Mr. Jeanette, Mr. Smithers. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, this is a roll call.
Webster, Burke,
Yes.
Jeanette,
Aye.
Terminelli. Yes. Kern,
Aye.
Reagan,
Aye.
Forsythe,
Yes.
Lightfoot.
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Smithers,
Yes.
Denisha,
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
Paul.
Aye.
Fay,
Yes.
Hager,
yes,
15 yes.
Motion carried. Mr. Hall.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I offer a resolution authorizing the chair to sign the 2024 annual update plan.
And is there a second? Second by Mr. Jeanette and Ms. Curran. Any discussion? No discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carried. Mr. Hall.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have a resolution modifying the 2023 budget for the Office for the Aging for additional funding for the expanded in-home service for the elderly program.
Is there a second? Second by Mr. Denisha, Mr. Smithers, and Mr. Jeanette. Any discussion? No discussion? This is a roll call vote, Kelly?
Burke,
Yes.
Jeanette,
Aye.
Terminelli,
Yes.
Curran,
Aye.
Reagan,
Aye.
Forsythe,
Yes.
Lightfoot,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Smithers,
Yes.
Denisha,
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
Paul,
Aye.
Bay,
Yes.
Haggard,
yes,
Webster,
Aye.
15 yes.
Motion carried. Mr. Hall.
Mr. Chair, I offer a resolution modifying the budget for the Office for the Aging for additional funding for the community services for the elderly program.
Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Jeanette and Mr. Smithers. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, roll call. Kelly?
Jeanette.
Aye.
Terminelli. Yes. Curran. Aye. Reagan,
Aye.
Forsythe,
Yes.
Lightfoot,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Smithers,
Yes.
Denisha,
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
Paul,
Aye.
Bay,
Yes.
Haggard,
yes,
Webster,
Aye.
Burke,
Yes.
15 yes.
Motion carried. Mr. Hall.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have a resolution modifying the 2023 budget for the Office for the Aging for additional funding for the Wellness and Nutrition Program.
And is there a second? Second by Mr. Jeanette and Ms. Curran. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, this is a roll call vote, Kelly?
Terminelli.
Yes.
Curran,
Aye.
Reagan,
Aye.
Forsythe,
Yes.
Lightfoot,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Smithers,
Yes.
Denisha,
Yes.
Perkins,
Yes.
Paul, Bay,
Yes.
Haggard,
yes,
Webster, Burke, Jeanette,
Aye.
15 yes.
Motion carried. Mr. Hall.
Chair, I offer a resolution modifying the 2023 budget for the Office for the Aging for additional funding for Older American Act Title II, Title III, C2 Home Delivered Nutrition Program.
Do I have a second? By Mr. Smithers, Mr. Denisha, Ms. Curran, and Mr. Jeanette. Anyone have any discussion? Roll call vote.
Curran. Aye. Reagan,
Aye.
Forsythe,
Yes.
Lightfoot,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Smithers,
Yes.
Denisha,
Yes.
Perkins,
Yes.
Paul,
Aye.
Bay,
Yes.
Haggard,
yes,
Webster, Burke,
Yes.
Jeanette.
Aye.
Terminelli. Yes. 15 yes.
Motion carried. Mr. Hall.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I offer a resolution modifying the 2023 budget for the Office for the Aging for additional personal care revenue from cost share clients.
Is there a second? Ms. Curran, Mr. Jeanette. Any discussion? No discussion. This is a roll call vote.
Reagan,
Aye.
Forsythe,
Yes.
Lightfoot,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Smithers,
Yes.
Denisha,
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
Paul.
Aye.
Bay,
Yes.
Haggard,
yes,
Webster,
Aye.
Burke,
Yes.
Jeanette,
Aye.
Terminelli. Yes. Curran.
Aye.
Motion carried. Mr. Hall.
Mr. Chair, I offer a resolution authorizing the chair to sign contracts for early intervention services for the Public Health Department and setting the 2024 rates for the early intervention service.
Is there a second? Second by Mr. Smithers, Mr. Jeanette, and Ms. Curran. Any discussion? No discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Hall.
Chair, I offer a resolution authorizing the chair to sign contracts with veterinarians and assistants for rabies claims.
Is there a second? Second by Ms. Curran and Mr. Jeanette. Any discussion? No discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Hall.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, I offer a resolution modifying the 2023 budget for public health for the early intervention program.
And is there a second? Second by Mr. Jeanette and Ms. Curran. Any discussion? This is a roll call vote.
Forsythe,
Yes.
Lightfoot,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Smithers,
Yes.
Denisha,
Yes.
Perkins,
Yes.
Paul. Hay,
Yes.
Becker,
yes,
Webster. Brooke. Jeanette.
Aye.
Maloney.
Yes.
Hmm?
Aye.
Reagan.
Aye.
Motion carried. Mr. Hall.
Lastly, I offer a resolution authorizing the chair to sign a contract with Heidi Susie for assistance and additional training in Children's Services Unit of the Department of Social Services.
And do you have a second by Mr. Burke, Mr. Jeanette, and Ms. Curran? Any discussion? No discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Mr. Jeanette.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The resolution is for charging tax items omitted tax paid.
Do I have a second? Ms. Curran? Any discussion? No discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carried. Mr. Jeanette.
Mr. Chair, this resolution is for adopting mortgage tax.
Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Burke and Ms. Curran. Any discussion? No discussion, all in favor? Anyone opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Jeanette.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This resolution is for approving supplemental agreement number 1 with Barton and Logis EPC for construction inspection CI services for Lazy River Road over Grass River, BIN 3341820, PIN 775332.
And do I have a second by Mr. Denisha and Ms. Curran? Any discussion? No discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Jeanette.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This resolution is for authorizing the chair to sign a contract with Cheryl L. Cole Marlock for cleaning services at the Department of Highway Lisbon Outpost.
And is there a second? Second by Mr. Smithers and Ms. Curran. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all in favor of the resolution?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Jeanette.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This resolution is for authorizing the chair to sign a contract with Neola Enterprise for cleaning services at the Department of Highways Potsdam Russell Outpost.
Is there a second? Second by Mr. Burke and Ms. Curran. Any discussion? All in favor of the resolution?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Jeanette.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This resolution is for approving supplemental agreement number 3 with Stantec Consulting Services for construction inspection services for the 2022 Bridge New York Project County Route 35 Bridge over Trout Brook, BIN 3341700, PIN 775394.
And is there a second? Second by Ms. Curran. Any discussion? No discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Jeanette.
Mr. Chair, this resolution is for authorizing the chair to sign an agreement with CNS Engineering Incorporated for preliminary plans and cost estimates.
Is there a second? Second by Mr. Denisha and Mr. Smithers. Any discussion? No discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Jeanette.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This resolution is for authorizing the chair to sign a contract with Barton Lodges EPC for bidding, construction, and inspection services for the Governor Transfer Station Improvement Project and modifying the 2024 budget for solid waste.
And is there a second by Mr. Smithers, Mr. Webster, and Ms. Curran? Any discussion? No discussion, this is a roll call vote. Don.
Lightfoot,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Smithers,
Yes.
Denisha,
Yes.
Perkins,
Yes.
Paul, Fay,
Yes.
Haggard,
yes,
Webster, Brooke,
Yes.
Jeanette.
Aye.
Manley, yes. Herman,
Hey,
Reagan,
Aye.
Horsley,
Yes.
15 yes.
Motion carried. Mr. Jeanette.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This resolution is for elections, real property, and community college apportionments for the year 2024.
And is there a second? Second by Mr. Burke and Ms. Curran. Any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all in favor of the resolution?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Jeanette.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This resolution is for modifying the 2023 budget for the real property tax office for interdepartmental copying equipment and other fees and services.
And is there a second? Second by Mr. Smithers and Ms. Curran. Any discussion? This one's a roll call.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Smithers,
Yes.
Denisha,
Yes.
Perkins,
Yes.
Paul, Fay,
Yes.
Haggard,
yes,
Webster,
Aye.
Burke,
Yes.
Jeanette,
Aye.
Manley, yes. Curran,
hi,
Reagan,
Aye.
Forsythe,
Yes,
Lightfoot,
Yes.
15 yes.
motion carried. Mr. Jeanette.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This resolution is for adopting proposed local law number B for the year 2023, setting policy on acquisition and sale of tax delinquent property in St. Lawrence.
Is there a second? Second by Mr. Burke, Ms. Curran, and Mr. Reagan. And Mr. Lightfoot. Any discussion? Mr. Lightfoot.
With regard to this resolution in section 3, the second sentence reads, "This fee shall be used to cover the costs involved in tax foreclosure, primarily abstracting and legal fees." There are a lot of other county folks involved in this than just abstracting and legal fees. What I want to do is remove the word "the" in front of costs and insert the word "all costs," so that when we are compiling what our expenses are with regard to this property, in light of the fact that with the federal court's decision on our inability to continue to hold the proceeds or the entire proceeds of a tax sale, to make sure that we're looking at covering everything, all. And it also creates some uniformity with the next resolution, Resolution C, that uses that terminology. I think, our proclamations ought to agree not only in content sometime, but in their form. And I think that this adds to the character of the resolution. Somebody reading it, would understand that there are more than just abstracting and legal fees. So I would move, and I move it as a friendly amendment, just to remove that "the" and add the word all costs. Okay, I'll do it any way that we can get it passed by this board.
Okay, would I have a second for Mr. Lightfoot's amendment? Second by Mr. Reagan, Mr. Webster, Mr. Jeanette. Any discussion on the amended resolution? Seeing no discussion, all in favor of the resolution?
Aye.
Any opposed? Now we go back to the original resolution. As amended. Any discussion on the original resolution? All in favor of the original resolution?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. Next resolution, Mr. Jeanette.
Please, Chair. This resolution is for local law C for the year 2023, amending local law 3 for the year 1993, amending local law number 2 for the year 1956, the St. Lawrence County installment payment of town, city, county, and school real property tax law.
Is there a second? Second by Mr. Smithers and Ms. Curran. Any discussion on resolution? No discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. Jeanette.
Thanks, Chair. This resolution is a review of the American Rescue Plan Act appropriation to the SLCIA and amending the funding categories for economic development.
And is there a second by Mr. Smithers and Ms. Curran? Mr. Reagan. Any discussion? No discussion, all in favor of the resolution?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Jeanette.
Thanks, Chair. This resolution is for authorizing the chair to sign a contract with New York State Unified Court System to provide cleaning and minor repair services for court facilities at the county.
Is there a second? And by Mr. Burke and Ms. Curran. Mrs. Haggard, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting to look at it. Have I missed you for anything?
No, Mr. Chair, you have not. Thank you very much.
I keep forgetting to swing left. I'm missing it. Any discussion? No discussion, all in favor of the resolution?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Jeanette.
Mr. Chair, this resolution is for modifying the 2022 budget for the county administrative office for costs associated with community college tuition.
And is there a second? Second by Mr. Burke. Ms. Curran, any discussion? Seeing no discussion, this is a roll call, please.
Smithers,
Yes.
Denisha,
Yes.
Perkins,
Yes.
Paul.
Aye.
Hey,
Yes.
Haggard,
Yes.
Lester. Brooke, Jeanette,
Aye.
Melly. Yeah. Karen. Aye. Reagan.
Yes.
Sheridan.
Yes.
Carried. Mr. Jeanette.
Thanks, Chair. This resolution is for establishing a date and time for the organizational board meeting.
And is there a second? Second by Mr. Smithers and Ms. Curran. Any discussion? No discussion, all in favor of the resolution?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Jeanette.
Thanks, Chair. This resolution is for adopting tax law B for the year 2023, tax cap override for fiscal year 2024.
And is there a second? Second by Mr. Burke. Any discussion on the resolution? No discussion, it's a roll call vote, Kelly?
Denisha,
Yes.
Perkins,
Yes.
Paul.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
Haggard,
Yes.
Webster,
Aye.
Burke,
Yes.
Jeanette,
Aye.
Terminelli. Yes. Curran. Aye. Reagan,
Aye.
Forsythe,
Yes.
Lightfoot,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Smithers,
Yes.
15 yes.
Motion carried. Mr. Jeanette.
Thanks, Chair. This resolution is for authorizing the chair to sign a contract with Casella Waste Services for refuse services at the Harrogate Commons in Messina, New York for district offices.
And is there a second? Second by Mr. Smithers and Ms. Kern. Any discussion? No discussion, all in favor of the resolution?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Jeanette.
Mr. Chair, this resolution is for authorizing the chair to sign a contract with Carol L. Marloff for cleaning services at district offices located at the Fairgate Commons in Messina, New York.
Is there a second? By Ms. Kernan. Any discussion? No discussion, all in favor of the resolution?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Jeanette.
Mr. Chair, this resolution is for authorizing the chair to sign a contract with Neola Enterprise for cleaning services at district offices located at 99 West Main Street, Governor, New York.
And is there a second? Second by Ms. Kern. Any discussion? Mr. Venetian.
Yeah, just I looked at this last, the last time we saw this and it just it struck me as odd that Neola Enterprises, they're located in Governor. So they're going to do Russell in Potsdam for $70.50 for Potsdam, $57.50 for Russell. And Governor, which is where they are located, it's $32.50 an hour, $10 for mileage. It just strikes me as odd. And I guess I'd like some clarification on it.
I'll pass this one to Mr. Well.
I don't have those contracts in front of me, as you might imagine, I can get you more information.
Not that big an issue, Ruth, but it's just, I looked at it the last time and then again, I mean, it would cost more, to provide the service, whether the towns are located. Rather than a public stuff.
Mr. Jeanette, you got your hand up? You're good? Ms. Kern?
Good.
Okay. Back to the resolution. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Jeanette.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This resolution is for authorizing the chair to sign a contract with Step by Step Incorporated for the operation of the warming center and modifying the 2023 budget for the Department of Social Services.
Is there a second? Second by Mr. Burke, Mr. Webster, Mr. Reagan, Ms. Terminelli, and Ms. Kern. Any discussion? If no discussion, this is a roll call vote.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you say me?
Yes.
My answer is yes, thank you.
Webster. Burke,
Yes.
Jeanette,
Aye.
Terminelli. Yes. Kern.
Aye.
Reagan,
Aye.
Forsythe,
Yes.
Lightfoot,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Smithers,
Yes.
Denisha,
Yes.
15 yes.
Motion carried. Mr. Burke.
Mr. Chair, I offer a resolution authorizing.
And is there a second? Second by Mr. Lightfoot, Mr. Smithers, and Ms. Kern. Any discussion? If no discussion, all in favor of the resolution?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Reagan, would you read this next resolution for me, please?
Certainly, Mr. Chair. I'd like to move a resolution adopting the 2024 budget.
Is there a second? Second by Mr. Lightfoot, Mr. Brunette, Ms. Kern. Any discussion on the 2024 proposed budget? None. I just want to thank you and everyone involved with it. I think you've done a great job. I even voted for tax. That. Did a great job. Over taxes again, and I think well taken on extra services. I think he did a great job. Strong. Roll call.
Hall.
Aye.
Hay.
Aye.
Haggard.
yes,
Webster. Bird. Jeanette.
Aye.
Carmelli. Yes. Kern. Aye. Reagan.
Aye.
Forsythe.
Yes.
Lightfoot.
yes,
Sheridan.
Yes.
Smithers.
Yes.
Denisha.
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
15 yes.
Thank you. Motion carried. Mr. Smithers.
Thank you. I offer a resolution supporting Assembly Bill A 8238, an act to amend the general municipal law in relation to public works requiring advertising for bids and offers, and to amend the highway law in relation to consolidated local highway assistance payments.
And is there a second? Seconded by Mr. Lightfoot, Mr. Denisha, Mr. Jeanette, Ms. Curran. Mr. Page, you have your hand up?
No, not in this, but good.
Is there any discussion? Mr. Smithers.
This is just because of the increase in costs, and it is raising the threshold, which has been there for contracts for various things. CHIPS program and other things that you can see in the resolution. So that's the purpose of this.
Thank you, Mr. Smithers. Any other discussion? No discussion, all in favor of the resolution?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. We move on to county administrators.
2 items.
Oh, excuse me. Go ahead.
Could I clarify myself, on the review of the American Rescue Plan Act? I wanted to abstain because my principal in the corporation submitted.
I don't see the. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Thank you. Mr. Law.
So there are 2 items that you found at your desk this evening when you arrived. The first is 1 bag of tea from our county historian with some fun facts surrounding the Boston Tea Party, which the 250th anniversary of that event is upon us on December 16th. So there are some fun facts included on a print with a bag of tea on your desk this evening, as well as some St. Lawrence County garb, if you will, for you to take with you. These are some of the items now that we are participating in some of the Department of Labor job fairs, participating in some of the school districts, as well as the universities, that we're bringing along to share with folks who come up and talk to either folks from our department, HR, that we provide them with as they depart. So I want to make sure that you have those as well. On a more serious note, though, normally this meeting is held as a memorial service. It is rare that there is no one to honor, and there's no family to share our memories with. And that was the case this year until we received word that longtime legislator Don Smith had departed. I appreciate the kind words and information shared about his service, and he will be the first on our list for 2024. But regarding the audio in this room, we continue working, and last week we met with a vendor to begin to understand what kind of technology is available. And certainly, I think, as you know, there are many updates needed in this room, from the fourth floor needing update to the lath and plaster needing removal, but none are more important than our ability to communicate with the public and be heard. So that is one of our first efforts of 2024, is to have a competitive process, but to bring you a resolution that will authorize us to make the changes necessary. So I want to make sure you knew that. Also, we appreciate your patience as we work through this, because it is, sometimes it works fine, but most of the time it's not acceptable. So we'll be working on that. But speaking of patience, the bids are back, and for the public safety project, and we're fortunate to have 14 bidders who competed. There were 11 local of the 14, which we are just ecstatic about. And the 3 who were not were Watertown, so our neighbors in Jefferson County. So very pleased to see the bid pool associated with this project. I do want to thank everyone in the public who did submit a bid. Our committee will meet tomorrow. But first look at the totals, they came in under our estimates, so we're very encouraged by that. But I do want to remind you that we knowingly kept out of the bids the furniture piece of that project, we kept the hazardous material removal, and we kept the security and access. Those are 3 additional contracts we're bidding out, bringing those to you individually. But we are quite pleased with where we sit financially at this point with funds coming in. As I mentioned to you, we're working on a few other potential funding sources. So our hope is, at this point, we will be able to recommend to you, we don't have to issue debt, that we can pay this with the ARPA funds as well as with fund balance and hopefully offsetting with some additional funding. Quite pleased, and I'll keep you posted as those move forward. It does prompt, though, the opportunity to hold a special board meeting prior to the end of this year so that the board can authorize award bids and authorize contracts. So you may see, and I've spoken with the chair about this, and the chair of the Buildings and Grounds Committee, to potentially hold a special board meeting just before either our Operations and Services meeting or Finance this month. So that would allow those to move forward and materials to begin being required. Did want to tell you that tomorrow evening, somewhat short notice, but tomorrow evening, the Lewis School of Health Sciences at Clarkson is hosting a paramedic program open house, and you're all invited to stop in at some point if you can. It's at 4 o'clock at the Clarkson Hall at 59 Main Street in Potsdam. And to that end, we have 6 people enrolled at a combination of funding between ARPA funds, between state funds, as well as some Clarkson funding. This is the first cohort of paramedic programming, so we're very happy to see this be addressed. And certainly, if you have the opportunity to stop in, please do so. I'll be going as well. Tomorrow, we'll hold the Vacancy Review Committee meeting. We have 2 legislators who will be in attendance. We will convene to consider 8 position requests in 5 departments tomorrow morning at, I believe it's 11. And next week, following the adjournment of Operations and Services, we'll be holding the annual training that's required. Both our risk manager, Jody Wenzel, and HR director, Johnny Dorothy, will be providing that training. And lastly, just to mention the schedule, Operations and Services is combined and on the 11th, and the Finance will be on the 18th, because we won't be holding a meeting on Christmas. And hopefully, we won't have a snowstorm like we did last year. It required many of us to meet. So the schedule is light this month, but our hope is to get that special board meeting scheduled. Any questions? Thank you. Thank you for your support on the budget. Greatly appreciated.
Thank you, Ms. Ross. Mrs. Haggard, I have one question for you. How is the audio out there? How did you find the audio?
I think you were talking to me. I can tell you, Mr. Chair, that it's spotty. Sometimes I can hear what's going on, sometimes I can't, just depends on what's going on in the room, I think. But thank you for inquiring. I think it's better than it used to be, maybe.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. So that brings up an important part to me, is I think it's our responsibility, if we're gonna host these things, that everyone in the community should be able to hear. So I think it's something we strongly have to consider, so thank you. Moving on, old and new business. Anyone have any old business? Anyone have any new business? I see Mr. Button still here, so any committee reports? Committee reports. We have a need for executive session.
We have a need for litigation appointments. I would request that Commissioner and Deputy Commissioner.
Motion to go into executive session by Mr. Gannett and Mr. Herman and Mr. Smithers. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, back in regular session. We're to the appointments. Ms. Curran?
Thank you. So for the Environmental Management Council, term to expire 12/31/2025, Linda Baji from Winthrop, and I'm sorry if I said that wrong. For the St. Lawrence County Fair Housing Task Force, PJ Kern from Canton, term to expire 4/4/26. He's replacing Shonda Ingram. And for the Reverend James Walensky, his term would expire 12/31/2027. He would be replacing Connie James.
Okay, do I have a motion for the appointment? Mr. Jeanette and Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carried. No chair's appointment. Anyone got a motion to adjourn? Second,
I